All right, Jason Hetland here with ForTheRide.com and the Rodeo Roundup with Miss Minnesota Rodeo in waiting. Sarah, how are you? And I'm going to butcher your last name, so I'm going to let you say it.
My name is Sarah Nowacki, and I'm Miss Rodeo Minnesota Lady in Waiting 2013.
Awesome. It's got to just be so fun to be down here at the 2012 National Finals on the second stage right here inside the official Cowboy Christmas. We watched the ladies' horsemanship today. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh my gosh, I'm having a blast. Yes, this morning we had the horsemanship portion of the Miss Rodeo America pageant. And what happens here is the girls ride the stock contractors' horses. And it's a real challenging event, and it's one event that I'm looking forward to next year competing.
Perfect. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff going on with the pageant. Have you heard about how stressful it is for the ladies, and what is an outsider's take looking in on what you have in store for you next year?
Well, so far since I've been here, I watched the fashion show, which was yesterday, and what the girls had to do was model different types of Wrangler clothing, and then they also got to model a dress that they wore. And I got a chance to sneak a talk with Sabrina Bear, our 2012 Miss Rodeo Minnesota, and she said that, you know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and while it is a little stressful, she's having a blast doing this week.
Definitely, you know, and not only the horsemanship, but what other contests do they have to determine the 2012 Miss Rodeo America?
Well, there are several things. Like I said, the other day they had the fashion show, and they get judged on personality and appearance there. Yesterday morning they also had the speech portion, and there's two sessions of the speeches, and the next one is tomorrow morning. But Sabrina got to talk yesterday, and her speech was amazing.
Yeah. What was it about?
It was about Minnesota. She started off first with talking about Northfield's defeat of Jesse James Day.
Big rodeo.
And then she talked all the way from our second bird, which the loon, and then the mosquito she called. And she just did amazing.
That's fantastic. And tell us about your year, how you became the lady in waiting for 2013. It's probably been a tremendous year for you as well.
Yes, well, I got crowned in the beginning of September during the defeat of Jesse James Rodeo. And since then, I've talked with the board members. I went and represented myself at a Cowboy Mounted shooting shoot up in Crookston, Minnesota. And now this is my next major thing. So being down here.
Fantastic. And what a great 4 nights it's been inside of Thomas and Mack. The rookies of the NFR this year are just taking it by storm. Let's talk a little bit about Mary Walker right now.
You know what? I'm not really sure much about her right now. I am going to the rodeo tonight. This is my first night going. But I'm definitely going to look her up more and find out more information about her.
That's fantastic. And Minnesota's own? Brett Stahl. All right. I bet you know a little bit about that boy, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do. I'm really excited because currently I live in Moorhead, Minnesota, and he lives in Detroit Lakes, so that's only an hour away from me. And so seeing him on TV the other night was so exciting, just to know he's just an hour away from me. It was like a celebrity status almost.
That's fantastic. Now tell us some of the famous people that you have met through your time here in Las Vegas at the 2012 National Finals Rodeo, and the main memory that's going to stick in your head going into 2013, coming back here to compete for Miss Rodeo America.
Well, my first day here during the fashion show, I was so lucky. I was seated next to Mackenzie Haley, which was Miss Rodeo America 2011, sorry, excuse me. And so that was exciting, because I was studying her up and I was like in awe just to sit by her. Favorite memories so far, probably just all of it, because I've never been to Vegas and this is my first time here. And so just taking all this experience in, and it's going to help me so much next year when I run for Miss Rodeo America.
It definitely is, and everybody at ForTheRide.com and the Rodeo Roundup, me being from Minnesota as well, we're going to be rooting you on, and I hope to sit down and be able to talk with you next year after you get crowned the 2013 Miss Rodeo America.
Well, it'll certainly be an honor, and I hope so. I'll be glad to talk to you next year again.
Fantastic. Jason Hetland here with ForTheRide.com and the Rodeo Roundup with your 2013 Miss Minnesota Rodeo in Waiting, Sarah Nowacki.